Hey everyone, X-Man490 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Guild Wars Prophecies. So, I got this set up. I got blood magic and death magic going on, so I can create some pretty good bone horrors. And oh, you can actually press this little thing in the middle, and bring them up. See the descriptions of all your skills, so you can check pretty easily, see how they synergize. Like I can start off with a Shadow Strike, and then do a Life Siphon, and then Deathly Swarm, so dealing some pretty good damage there. And once an enemy is defeated, I'll animate a Bone Horror. I guess I'll put Parasitic Bond here, because by then the enemy will start to, sort of be defeated. So maybe, yeah. Start off with Shadow Strike and then get to the other skills, I guess. Or maybe go the hexes first, and since the enemy won't be really hurt by then, I'll go to the Shadow Strike and then Deathly Swarm. And then animate a Bone Horror, and if I'm taking a lot of damage, then go for a Blood Renewal. And I got some Soul Reaping going on, so I'll be fine with energy. And I can do Dark Pact to deal some solid damage. Taking up some of my health, but it should be going back up from Blood Renewal. So actually, that's the mission we gotta get to here. Here in a mission, you cannot respawn. You will not have the Resurrection Shrine going on. Actually, I'm gonna have this Fire Imp, I'm pretty sure. And do a couple of Parasitic Bonds, make sure I get the experience from these things. Yeah, get those hexes going on. And then animate those Bone Horrors. And get some energy back from these things. Yeah. Now I will be unable to gain much more energy for the time being, but that's fine. It's just every 15 seconds, so usually it's like half the recharge of, say, well, like the recharge of this. Let's take that as an example. Look at that skill. That's the amount of time that it would take for such a thing to come back. The soul reaping stuff to come back. And there you go. I got it back already. I believe. Yeah, you may only only 3 times every 15 seconds. So with the enemies going on here, it usually isn't that quick. Let me bring up the minions menu. Yeah, there we go. Okay, a couple of Grawl. That's actually quite a few Grawl, but. Maybe I can take care of this. Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of going AFK over here. There we go. And as I mentioned, it's time for a nice Blood Renewal, so I'm not too hurt. And I'll be even less hurt now that... Oh, come on now. Knocking me down. That's counter blow for you. Really annoying. So if you're being attacked by Grawl, you better avoid... yeah, you better not attack. There we go. That 46 cold damage, a little more because these things don't really have that much armor. And their mighty blows are not quite as mighty as you might think. Yeah, I think I can handle this. There are some points where there are a lot of enemies, but I think they'll probably go fight each other, so... And then I can make a lot of Bone Horrors. Enough to get by, definitely. So these missions tend to be just, go on ahead, fight the things, defeat them, and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna let these Bone Horrors and the Fire Imp just go to town. Keep in mind that while I think the spirits, like the ritualists things, kind of act that way, but I'm pretty sure, whatever. The ritualists, ghosts or spirits, sort of act like this, and as you can see, like all these things act just like they fight anything that they see, whatever is in their aggro range, as you might call it. But pets will not act that way. You actually have to attack first. So that's why, like, sure, I figured, you know, no one's really done one with a ranger here, but I just don't really like ranger enough to go along with that. You know, I don't like ranger. Like, you know, if I'm a spellcaster, then I'm probably not gonna do the whole like. Well, I guess maybe wilderness survival could be useful, but even then, like the only healing spell from there is like oh, you can takes like 3 seconds to bring up something, you know. It's rather annoying. So let's get to these things. I think the Ig Feckpelter? That doesn't even make sense. Let's get parasitic bond on this guy. There we go. He's attacking the bone horrors, so yeah. And do this and that. We got this guy over here. He's probably gonna quickening Zephyr. So that's that's one of the ranger things that yeah, that's wilderness survival. Wilderness survival tends to let you use certain spirits, which I guess can be useful. I think I might actually change to ranger in the future, because I think there is one spirit, one nature ritual sort of thing that I do kind of like. Kind of goes well with this minion master thing. Alright, there we go. I think the fire imp will level up as well, so let me get to... I guess I'll put up death magic. I mean, I'm really relying on these bone horrors, and, you know, it'd be nice if they survived a little bit longer. I don't think that the blood magic stuff is all that useful, all that necessary. Although I do have a few skills for that, but whatever. Life Siphon is strong enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's 2 for 2. Good news, good news. So, let's get these combos working. That Whiptail Devourer shouldn't be losing... Yeah, I think that was a double 22, you know. Both of those. Shadow Strike is kind of tricky to really take advantage of if you want to put these hexes up to start off with. Yeah. Man, Parasitic Bond is just really useful. I mean, it's so cheap, and you can put it on anything, and you know, like you need, like, you don't even need to put any curses on to really get some benefit out of that. So let's put up a Deathly Swarm, deal some damage to all these, at least 2 Devourers. Oh, the Plague Devourer just did a Putrid Explosion, taking up one of those corpses, yeah, corpses. And it's getting a little hairy, so I figure I'll put up a Blood Renewal just in case, just to be safe. But yeah, oh yeah, there are like 3 of these guys, so it's a good time for a Deathly Swarm. Do some good damage on them. Quite a lot of these, and there you go. The Fire Imp has leveled up. So, you know, like, I think it's a similar case with the pet. You know, if you level up, and then, like, if you level up, then chances are your little ally, like a Fire Imp or whatever, will probably level up too. And I guess I'll demonstrate how the Bone Horrors, they have maximums. You can only have 4 if you have like 4 death magic. So that's 2 plus 2 for each 2 that you have. These are Carrion Devourers, so just gonna do a Deathly Swarm on them because they're in a pack. And there we go. One of those is defeated. Yeah, doing this minion master thing, really working out. They keep whacking those enemies, so totally working out. Even if it does take a few seconds to bring up the ranks again, but hey, them's the breaks. That's a sacrifice you got to make for going solo here. And hey, you know, I'm getting those level ups pretty quickly. I want to hit the Plague Devourer before it goes for my corpses. Yeah, make sure it goes down pretty quickly. Okay. So 8, 9, 10. Now I can get back to the Bone Horrors. I'll be focusing on that as like once because like a few of these Grawl and the Bone Horror, like one of those is already going for it. Go for it, champ! Come on, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, he's actually kind of afraid there. Alright, let's I do a Deathly Swarm, deal some damage on these guys, and get to that Bone Horror creation, do some blood renewals, just to be sure that I'm safe. Because I think eventually one of these gargoyles is going to throw... Yeah, they're already attacking me, so... Hey, let's go Deathly Swarm on them. Do a good amount of damage, there we go. Throw up a few hexes on them, get my health back, just in case. And keep going with those, going for those Bone Horrors. I believe the sequence in which they, like, the Bone Horrors, like, die is, like, the oldest one you created goes down if you create one that's above the maximum. Like, this one is going down. So that little phantasm or whatever it's called, illusory phantasm or whatever it's called, that is out of the picture. And oh, okay. I think the minions are in range. Not really a good time for that because I think this is definitely a boss. But hey, I can keep creating these Bone Horrors. I think one of those corpses just went away there, but hey, that was... Whoa! That is a lot of drops. That's a lot of stuff you get, you know? Oh boy. Bosses basically give you like twice the amount of drops, so... I sure got lucky there. I think these things still give me experience, even though I am a few levels above them. Let's get those life siphons and all up. There we go. One of these should be defeated. There we go. Pretty lucky, pretty good how the gargoyles, drop corpses. You wouldn't think that. You think, oh well, they're like rock things, right? Not really. They're just magical creatures that are just called gargoyles. Yeah, there's one more of those. Three for three of these Bone Horrors over here. On that side of the screen, you know, to the right. Oh, we got these Devourers, but I think... Oh, I didn't know that you could go around there. I thought you'd have to go around this way, but... Oh, I see. You can go through, yeah, up this way. I see. I didn't really know about that path. And these Devourers are gonna go down slowly because the Fire Imp is being kind of dumb, thinking, oh, I can attack through the rocks. I don't care. It's a thing. I'm gonna attack it. He don't care. Imp don't care about that shit. Alright, so now time to fight some Devourers. Yeah, more of these things to take down. Is that a Plague Devourer? No, it is not. So, hey, let's put up a Deathly Swarm. And a couple of these, because this thing's going to have a lot of health for a while. For a few seconds, and then all of a sudden its health will... yeah, decrease, I guess. Endure pain is like sort of an annoyance. It's like, oh, well, the thing's not gonna die anytime soon, but it's only gonna be for a few seconds, though. So I don't suggest using it, even if you do have a lot of strength as a warrior. It's just, I don't know, I didn't really check, but I think it has like a recharge of like 90 seconds. Like, yeah, as if that's worthwhile. Okay, I think that's the Ranger. Yeah, favorable wind. So those Ranger attacks are going to work for him quite well. So this is going to be a little difficult, I guess. Except that I just got the Warrior on me. That's funny. These Char, not really smart. Funny thing about spirits, including the ones created by rituals, is that they cannot be affected by hexes. I guess a parasitic bond on this one is fine. And the warrior should go down soon. And my horrors will notice that we got Mr. Scar Chest over here. And might as well do Shadow Strike. And you know what? What the hell? I'll hit him with Dark Pact. It's not like I'm gonna like keep hurting, especially with the blood renewal on, and it only deals like it only hurts me a little bit, anyways. Although I thought it would deal more damage. I guess. Okay, I was thinking, oh well, I have like a lot more death or blood magic, right? No, not really. I better put these hexes on, and yeah, I can't keep doing that actually. Okay, I think Mr. Scar Chest should be going down soon. Okay, just in time, I guess. And he dropped some purple items, so let's get to identifying those things. And this one, let's see here, anything else? A blade, hey, might as well. There you go. Sells for a lot more. It was worth the use of the identification kit. Let's see, it should be in one of these bags. Okay, the purple stuff tends to be better than the other stuff. Create one of these while I check on the other thing. So yeah, the purple stuff tends to use attributes and yeah, like 5 marksmanship. There you go. And they have some pretty nice bonuses, better bonuses than blue stuff or blue weapons. And then I think it's up to gold, which is like pretty good. And then green, which you find in the late game.
The Char invasion
the best kinds of weapons.
Right.
And I think bosses have like certain bosses in the late game have a high chance of dropping green weapons.
They've spotted us. Back to the wall.
The the high tier stuff. It gives you like pretty much like bonuses like 20% chance of skill recharges being half as long, stuff like that, or perhaps a 20% chance of halved skill or spell usage. Okay, let's run away. Oh boy, you can actually skip that cutscene, and the Char will yeah, the Char will like if you skip the cutscene, then the Char will come up like in a few seconds, So that's sort of a real-time thing. So I'm kind of at a risk, but I think I can run away from them. I'm just gonna keep going. Even if they catch up on me, I think I might take it. How are these? Why do I? What? Well, at least they're just warrior devourers, so they're not gonna hurt that much. Yeah. Luckily, I have armor. If I didn't have the armor, then I'd take like, more like 50 damage, but still something significant, Maybe the Char will attack these two nincompoops. I'd rather not, like, hex them, because I just want to be safe here. Ah, they do. So there you go. This, survival of the fittest over there. And I do not get the experience from them being defeated because I guess it's because I didn't attack them myself. I didn't deal damage to them. Luckily, those Char were a bit slower. I think I can keep going. I think I'm supposed to go across. Yeah, okay. I was getting worried with that door being closed, but yeah, the Ascalonians, they've seen me. I think it's Ascalon, yeah. The last day dawns in the kingdom of Ascalon and all that. Yeah, the Char, was it like, yeah, there's like a dozen already. Look at all their names just stacking up. But even if I'm sort of lagging, the Ascalonians will take care of it, or will just hold them back, as I can get back to Callahan and warn him that there are so many. And I got a lot of experience as I've done a mission.
You're back. Well done. What news of the Char?
Sir, we found Bonfaz Burntfur and the Char army in a valley to the north. But I'm afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak.
There are too many. We'll never hold them back. The wall is lost. We must fall back. Retreat! Retreat! Regroup at the bunkers just north of Fort Rannoch. We can't let the Char make it to the capital.
Yeah, whatever. I don't imagine that the static from my microphone is too bad, but whatever. So, you notice that there's only one sword there. I would get two swords going across that shield if I had gotten the bonus, which is a little extra, like, sort of a quest you gotta do. Usually, like, halfway through, you'll notice somebody, or the bonus will be like, oh, protect these people, or get this thing. I'm gonna shy away from them because they tend to be rather difficult. So now we are finally in Fort Rannoch. You can get to, like, Regent Valley and Fort Rannoch before the Searing, and there's actually a quest giver over here, but I won't get to it right now, but let's see. And we got, so where's this deserter? Right, right at the edge of Regent Valley. Isn't that wonderful? And we got all these people, there's renegades and stuff. I don't see any other quest givers. And for some reason these people are just like salesmen, so whatever. Salespeople. So I'm not going to bother with this mission. It gives a lot of experience, but I think I'm fine with level, My level is fine. So I'm going to sell this stuff, and then I'll get back to you. So goodbye.